Welcome to the Daily Vibecasting. We're kicking off your day with a really rapid-fire deep dive into today's most talked about posts from X. Think of this as your essential shortcut, keeping you incredibly well-informed on the absolute latest.
That's exactly right. Our mission here is to, cut through all the noise you find out there and just deliver the most important nuggets of knowledge, the key insights from the latest buzz. We're covering pretty much everything, groundbreaking tech, major global shifts. It's all curated for you, so you can quickly grasp what truly matters right now.
All right, let's dive straight in then. Our first stop, it takes us into the cosmic realm with at Elon Musk. His latest post has this really mind-bending video. It's the Silver Surfer just gliding through space, leaves this incredible cosmic trail behind him. It's a stunning blend, really. Classic comic art meets cutting-edge digital animation.
Yeah, and what's truly remarkable here isn't just, the visuals, as cool as they are. It's how perfectly this imagery clicks with xAI's new Grok Imagine. That's their AI tool, right? Specifically designed to generate these dynamic AI-driven videos, just from text or image prompts. It really showcases how far AI has come in visualizing these, complex, fantastical narratives.
And here's where it gets even more interesting, the timing. This post dropped just as the cultural buzz around Silver Surfer was hitting new highs. Thanks to the recent release of the Fantastic Four First Steps movie. It feels like one of those moments where cinematic influence and tech innovation are kind of merging, bringing beloved characters to life in totally new ways for, a new generation. Okay, so from cosmic visuals to some very real economic shifts. Our next post drops a bit of a bombshell. This one's from @Kobissaletter. It reads, "What just happened? Last night, news emerged of a trade deal that has never happened before. Nvidia and AMD agreed with Trump to provide the U.S. with 15% of revenue from chip sales in China to remove export controls. Corporations are panicking. Here's why. A thread. Wow, this is a seismic announcement."
It absolutely is. Seismic is the word. This isn't just big news. It's historic. A complete reversal of that April 2025 ban on H20 chip exports. And the shift apparently emerged directly from a really high-stakes meeting between Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang and President Trump. It signals a profound pivot in U.S.-China trade relations.
Yeah, and that 15% revenue sharing deal itself.
Yeah.
It's totally unprecedented. Immediately raises questions about constitutionality, doesn't it? Particularly around export taxes, which are, generally prohibited. But if you connect this to the bigger picture, China accounts for, 35% of global semiconductor demand?
A huge slice.
So this deal is a critical lifeline for U.S. chip makers. They were facing a potential, $50 billion revenue loss. This could generate maybe $3.5 billion annually for the U.S. based on 2024 numbers.
Right, but at the same time, it definitely ignites significant concerns among national security experts. It's a tricky balance.
Okay, next up, let's look at the sheer scale of Bitcoin accumulation. This is from @Sailor at MicroStrategy. Strategy has acquired 155 BTC for $18 million at $116,401 per Bitcoin and has achieved BTC yield of 25.0% YTD 2025. As of 800 euro 2025, we hold 628,946 BPC, acquired for $46.09 billion at $72,288 per Bitcoin. That is just an incredible amount of Bitcoin for one company to hold.
It really is. And what's fascinating here is how MicroStrategy's relentless hodling. It's not just patience. It's a calculated bet. Bitcoin as a long-term inflation hedge, a new form of corporate treasury asset. This kind of extreme example forces everyone to reevaluate traditional corporate finance models. It's pushing the boundaries of what constitutes a stable corporate reserve.
And for anyone in the crypto space listening, this strategic play really highlights a critical security aspect, almost existential, really. Your seed phrase. That phrase is basically the master key to your digital assets.
That is so crucial.
Yeah, in a high-stakes game like this, protecting that phrase isn't just important, it's like the ultimate risk, the cornerstone of any long-term hodling strategy, right?
Couldn't agree more.
Okay, shifting gears now to manufacturing. Leading Report just dropped this headline. Breaking. John Deere to invest $20 billion in the United States for manufacturing. $20 billion. That's a truly staggering commitment.
It certainly is massive. John Deere plans to deploy this $20 billion over a decade. But this isn't just about job creation, I think. It feels like a strategic retreat for the company, signaling a significant reprioritization, maybe back to its manufacturing roots, its core products, moving away from some of the recent software-heavy, policy-driven growth stuff. It really reflects a shift in how these industrial giants are navigating a, pretty volatile global economy.
Yeah, that kind of refocused strategy could definitely influence investor confidence. And if we connect this to the broader economic picture, Manufacturing investments on this scale, historically, they've shown potential to increase GDP by, what, 0.2 to 0.5% annually?
That's the kind of range, yeah. So it's a tangible economic ripple effect,
Yeah.
something we'll likely feel for years to come.
Okay, let's jump across the Atlantic. Political tremors shaking the UK at Inevitable West posted. Set breaking! 630K British citizens have signed a petition calling for an immediate general election in just days. Starmer is governing without a mandate.
Wow, 630,000 signatures. That's a massive, undeniable public demand. Yeah, that number is huge. This petition really underscores a rapidly growing public discontent with Keir Starmer's leadership. It follows his pretty narrow 2024 election win, right? And then the subsequent policy shifts that seem to have alienated a substantial chunk of the electorate, leading to these serious questions about the legitimacy of his current mandate.
And what's particularly telling here, I think, is the underlying current, political fragmentation. This petition also reflects that potential challenge from Jeremy Corbyn's new political party.
Formed back in July 2025.
Right. So it suggests the political landscape in the UK is becoming, increasingly fractured, moving well beyond that traditional two-party system we're used to seeing.
Definitely feels that way.
Okay, our next post comes from @PressSec. It shows a picture, a Monday morning wall-to-wall of news coverage. This visual post, it really speaks volumes about the implications of widespread media attention on a, significant executive action.
Indeed. That kind of wall-to-wall coverage highlights President Trump's really unprecedented decision on August 11, 2025, federalizing the Washington, D.C. police and deploying the National Guard. That level of federal control over a local police force, we haven't seen that since the 1970s, during a period of pretty significant civil unrest back then.
And to give us some context, this action reportedly followed a 35% increase in violent crime rates in D.C. in 2024, which led to claims by the D.C. Police Union of an out-of-control situation. But there are certainly differing perspectives here. The administration framed it as a liberation day for the city, while critics, like Mayor Muriel Bowser, are adamantly calling for a return to local autonomy.
Highlighting that fierce debate about federal overreach, yeah.
All right, get ready for this one in the crypto space from @WatcherGuru. Just in, total cryptocurrency market cap reaches a new all-time high of $4.1 trillion. $4.1 trillion. That's an astonishing milestone for the digital asset world.
It truly is incredible. The crypto market's overall value has just seen exponential growth. I mean, to put it into perspective, it soared from just $54 billion back in 2013 to now over $4 trillion by 2025. This isn't just like linear growth. It's a massive acceleration. Shows increasing mainstream adoption, institutional interest, the works.
And while Bitcoin still holds the lion's share, what is it, around 58.59%? Or $2.38 trillion of that total.
Still dominant, yeah.
But the significant growth of altcoins suggests a potential shift, doesn't it, in market power? It's not just Bitcoin leading the charge anymore. Other cryptocurrencies are rapidly gaining traction.
Diversifying the whole landscape, shaping new investment opportunities. It's a dynamic space.
Okay, next, a more sobering piece of news. This carries significant societal weight. From @EricEldo. Breaking. The U.S. Supreme Court has just been asked to overturn the ruling legalizing same-sex marriage nationwide.
Yeah.
This is, a profound development.
It is. And this legal challenge stems directly from the case of Kim Davis. Remember her, the former Kentucky clerk who gained notoriety back in 2015 for refusing to issue same-sex marriage licenses. This new petition specifically aims to overturn that landmark 2015 Obergefell v. Hodges ruling, the one that established the right to same-sex marriage across the country.
And what's concerning here is that this isn't just an isolated incident, right? In 2025, 9 states have apparently also pushed legislation or resolutions trying to reverse Obergefell.
Yeah, 9 states.
So this collective action indicates a growing, organized, conservative legal movement.
With a clear, concerted objective. Roll back established rights.
Okay, now for some sports law drama. This is shaking up the NFL @NFL.Kleiman posted. Call new arrests. Jon Gruden has beaten the NFL in the Nevada Supreme Court. His case against the league and Commissioner Roger Goodell will be litigated in court.
Wow, that's a surprising turn of events. Didn't see that coming. No, it's a really significant legal victory for Gruden. A big one. The Nevada Supreme Court ruled the NFL's arbitration clause was unconscionable. Basically too one-sided, unfair. And this ruling is a game changer. It allows Gruden's lawsuit to actually proceed in open court, bypassing Commissioner Roger Goodell's usual arbitration process, where the league often has more control.
And what's particularly intriguing is the backstory here. Gruden's case comes from those leaked emails from that 2021 investigation.
Hmm.
And some reports even suggested there was a strategic release of his emails specifically, to deflect scrutiny from other issues within the league.
Yeah, that was the speculation.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture, this ruling could set a major precedent for employee rights within professional sports. Fundamentally challenging the traditional control leagues like the NFL have held over how disputes get resolved.
Could have huge implications down the line. Yeah.
Okay, moving to an economic reality that's hitting a lot of households. At Wall Street Apes shared a post that paints a pretty stark picture. American did all the right things. She went to school, became a registered nurse. She has $0 debt and an 808 credit score. She just called trying to get a mortgage. She can't afford a mortgage payment. If someone like this can't even afford a mortgage, how can the average American?
Yeah.
That's, a truly disheartening snapshot of the real-world impact.
It really is. This post highlights a critical issue right at the heart of the housing market. Even with an almost perfect financial profile, 0 debt, 808 credit score, these high interest rates, averaging, 6.73% for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage in early August 2025.
Wow.
They're making homeownership nearly unattainable, even for the most financially responsible people.
And this perfectly reflects that broader U.S. housing market reality, doesn't it? Median home prices hit $426,900 in June 2025. That's a 4.1% rise from the year before.
And demand keeps outpacing supply.
Exactly. So it means that dream of homeownership, even for those who seemingly do all the right things, it's just increasingly out of reach for many.
Tough situation.
Okay, shifting gears one more time, outer space. At SpaceX just posted, watch Falcon 9 launch the Project Kuiper KF-02 mission to orbit. This sounds like exciting news for global connectivity.
Absolutely. SpaceX successfully launched 24 of these Project Kuiper satellites. They're a crucial part of Amazon's really ambitious plan. They want to deploy a, 3,200 satellite constellation?
Wow.
Yeah, the ultimate goal is global high-speed internet access.
Yeah.
Which could significantly impact underserved areas and really challenge the existing broadband infrastructure.
Yeah, this initiative truly challenges those traditional telecom giants. And we're already seeing early data from similar low Earth orbit systems like Starlink.
Right, showing impressive low latency, high speeds.
And what's also intriguing is, this launch showcases SpaceX's remarkable success rate, 99.43% over 523 missions. Incredible.
Amazing record.
But it also highlights maybe a broader shift towards diversifying spaceflight providers, especially given those increasing tensions between government agencies and private space companies we've been hearing about.
That's a good point. More players entering the field.
Okay, our second to last post for today. This one comes from @JD Vance. It's a retweet or maybe an endorsement of some significant political claims. Reflects a particular viewpoint.
Right. So the post asserts claims of 0 illegals at the U.S. border in the last 3 months. However, this contrasts with the official U.S. Customs and Border Protection data, which indicates a 22% decrease in illegal crossings. Significant drop, but not a complete halt, not 0.
And the post also references liberating Washington, D.C. That's a narrative that's also been used in a presidential inaugural address. Yet the MPDC data for D.C. actually shows a 35% drop in violent crime from 2023 to 2024, which kind of challenges that implied chaotic situation needing liberation.
All right, so there's a disconnect there. This endorsement reflects that America First ideology, prioritizing nationals over migrants. It's a position that often stands in sharp contrast to other viewpoints and faces criticism.
Okay, and finally today, let's touch on a key economic indicator from @Unusual Whales. Hotel occupancy rates in Las Vegas have declined to approximately 66.7% in July compared to the same period last year per NYP. That's a pretty significant drop for a city like Vegas, isn't it?
It certainly is noticeable. This decline in Vegas hotel occupancy, it's directly linked to a 13% drop in international visitors. So that suggests a broader issue than just, local tourism trends.
Yeah, and the underlying factors contributing to this seem to point to those broader economic uncertainties we've talked about and maybe specific geopolitical policies that have really impacted international travel.
Creating a kind of ripple effect on global industries, especially tourism and hospitality.
Yeah. And that wraps up our daily vibecasting for today. Wow, we've sprinted through quite a bit. Everything from cosmic surfers and unprecedented chip deals to political tremors and the tough realities of the housing market. It's really a vivid snapshot of just how rapidly current events are unfolding on X these days.
Yeah, absolutely. We truly hope this quick deep dive helps you grasp these diverse insights quickly, helps you stay ahead, make some sense of the constant information deluge out there.
So, what does this all mean for you? In a world where information moves faster than ever, how do you decide? Which signals are truly shaping tomorrow and which ones are just, well, noise?